Hi guys, so today I will talk about the single dupes of the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. So let's get to the swatches. The first shade is So Pale by Makeup Geek. It's just a normal off-white, a little bit yellow but mainly white kind of shade. I never use this kind of shade. Maybe sometimes, occasionally, I use it to highlight my brow bone, but not that often. I often use a shimmer to highlight my brow bone or my inner corners. So this kind of shade in the palette is practically useless for me. The next shade is Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow. You can see that I've hit pan on it. It is a perfect crease shade for people with medium to light skin tone. On me it's a little bit light, but I use it to make the eye looks a little bit warmer, it makes the eyeshadow look a lot warmer when I'm applying this shade to my crease. The next shade is Bel Air by Colourpop. I'm not sure if this is still available, considering Colourpop is often discontinuing things. But this shade is absolutely beautiful. I love this kind of brown. It would be a shame if they discontinue this shade. So it is a neutral, leaning warm kind of medium brown. It's not really that warm, so it's perfect for every day. The next shade is Lady Luck by Luxie. So the gold shade is a bit tricky because it's not a traditional kind of gold. It has a little bit of a kind of yellow-greeny flip to it, as you can see from the pictures. So I have to go with this shade from Luxie. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. The next shade is possibly my favorite shade out of these 12 eyeshadows. This is Good Gawd by JD Glow. And this is a purple duochrome with a very sheer base. And from the pictures, I can see the shade from the Urban Decay palette is not really that purple, but it still has that purple flip. So I went with this shade. So I feel like they are kind of similar, but the JD Glow shade is a lot prettier. So here's the JD Glow shade. You can see the purple flip, which is very pretty. Now that I swatched it, I find it to be a little bit more purple than the Urban Decay shade, but I do prefer it this way. The next shade is Tippy Taupe by Sydney Grace. And from the pictures, I can see that it is a medium, leaning a little bit cool, kind of medium brown. Medium brown. So this is the shade I went for. Maybe it could be a little bit cooler, but I don't have that many browns to choose from, so I went with this one. It looks kind of cool on the viewfinder, so I think it looks good. The next shade is Mint Green by Sydney Grace. It is just a beautiful metallic mint green. So that is Mint Green by Sydney Grace. The next shade is Legend by Makeup Geek. This is just a copper shade. The next shade is Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek. This is a very warm, medium deep brown with some orange-red undertones. Next, we've got Dark Roast by Makeup Geek. This shade is too neutral leaning compared to the Wild West palette. In the Wild West palette, it is a very warm brown, but I don't have this kind of warm deep brown, so I have to go with this shade. So here's Dark Roast. Finally, we come to the last two shades. The first one is Thrilled by Makeup Geek. This one is very smooth, considering it is a deep teal, and this kind of shade is difficult to formulate. Also very pigmented. The last shade, which is a cool brown in the palette, is, so I chose Beyond from Makeup Geek to dupe that shade. This is a cool deep brown. A bit cooler than Dark Roast, but not that different. If there's anything I can change about this palette, I would say I would change this shade to be something a little bit warmer, and it would be a perfect dupe. So this is my dupe of the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I will see you in the next video. Bye!